Swimming up a mountain. So Aries signs, I saw a dolphin and I saw a mountain when I felt the energy behind your cards, and you have the Ace of Wands. So this is like trying your hardest to do something that is, well, impossible, right? It's impossible for a fish to climb a mountain or even swim up a stream like all the way up to a mountain. There's no way to do that, right? And then looking down here, we've got the Eight of Swords, which is not seeing something clearly or having like a blindfold on something. Knight of Swords. It's having a narrative that is almost like based on like not really knowing what you're talking about. It's like saying, I'm going to swim up this mountain because, you know, there'll be streams, right? Knight of Swords, that's the narrative. That's what you're telling yourself. There'll be streams. Will there actually be streams? No, that's absolutely crazy. In fact, you need salt water for the dolphin too, I think. And then, okay, so then there's the Knight of Cups. Why are you trying to swim up a mountain, Aries? It's because there's something at the top of the mountain that you guys really want. And that is the last thing that I saw, which was like a piece of fruit, like a melon or something. But fruit stands for something sweet that you really enjoy, right? It can also stand for something sexual, because the dolphin is another sexual card or a sexual image. So the top of the mountain could stand for, you know, something metaphorical that is sweet, like sexual sex. Or it can be something that you just really want. Nine of Cups, that's your wishes being granted. You're telling yourself that you can do it by some crazy way that is just impossible. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. The Magician, there's your goal. There's your goal. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna climb up that mountain one step at a time. One fin stroke at a time. Temperance with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm starting today. All right? Let's see what the next couple cards are from the top of the deck. The Devil, okay. There's your first problem. There's no salt water. The stream veers away. Nothing actually, the water current goes downstream, right? It doesn't actually go upstream. There's the first problem, or maybe all the problems. The Tower, the realization that, oops, this entire idea was absolute garbage. This entire idea was complete crap from the start. That's the Tower, and that's the moment where you realize that your whole plan was shit from the beginning. It's really when you're halfway up the mountain and you find out that, you know, it's impossible to get all the way up. It's impossible to make it. You know, maybe there was like a bog or like an inlet where you could get a little bit of the way up, but at a certain point you're just like, wow, it's absolutely impossible. And Seven of Swords. I was lying to myself. It was a lie that I was telling myself, that I was told. It was knowledge that was faulty knowledge, I was misinformed. Remember, Eight of Swords from before. This is something you're not seeing. You'll realize it once you're part of the way through and you encounter the problem, but you're not seeing it now, Aries. So let's see what else is going on with you. Let's pull Oracle cards, find out more. Why is this such a bad idea? Why is this so impossible? And why is Aries not seeing? Neptune. Neptune is two things. It's beer goggles. So again, it's like fuzzy logic, fuzzy seeing. It's like there's something that you just don't understand or that you're not perceiving properly. It's fuzzy, it's foggy. Pisces is the same thing. Pisces, where Neptune is fog, Pisces is the darkness of the depths of the ocean. So there's confusion and fog. There's something about there's a goal that you Aries have right now, and it is a complete bullshit, and you have a plan that's complete bullshit. It will never work. Maybe this is like a workout routine, you know, or a diet. You know, it's a diet that will never fucking work. It's like, we're gonna do the high carb, high fat diet. Like, well, that'll never work, right? There's something about whatever it is you're trying to do right now that will never work. Let's pull advice, see how we can change this. Maybe the advice will also tell us what's wrong with it. What's wrong with your plan? Tell me more in terms of advice here. What can Aries do to make it a better plan, to make this goal achievable, right? What can Aries do to make this goal achievable so it's not like a dolphin trying to swim up a mountain? What can Aries do? Any advice here regarding this reading? It really wants a shuffle. Any advice for Aries? Any advice? Okay. Two cards. Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Well, that's interesting. The Two of Cups is another person. The Seven of Wands is kind of stopping to take stock of what other people are doing. So maybe instead of just maybe research, maybe look up how somebody else did it. A YouTube video, right? A how-to video. Let's see what else there is here. Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is pretty much research. Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune is finding out what happened or finding out how to do something proper. I'm gonna need a card on this Judgment. What's Judgment doing here? What's Judgment doing here? I think it's the people who succeeded. Judgment is, wow, the arrow on target. The people who did it right, the people who climbed the mountain, they weren't dolphins or they didn't use streams, right? Maybe there's I don't know. In this example, I don't really see how any dolphin would climb a mountain, but maybe there is a tributary, an aqueduct that you can find that actually does go up the mountain. This is getting to be a bad example, but you kind of see what I'm getting here. If you look up the way somebody else did it, you'll actually find that there is a way to do it. It's definitely not the way you're planning to do it. And if you do the research, you'll actually be in a much better position. You've got to take a pause to take stock of whatever your goal is and just check how somebody else did it before really getting halfway through it and realizing you fucked up and you have, from the very beginning, you have to start over from the very beginning. Let's see if there's any other advice. Any other advice for Aries here? Any other advice regarding this spread here, regarding this reading? What else? Last bit of advice, Taurus. So whatever the path is that will lead you to success, it is the slow and steady path, Taurus. It is the path of consistency. It is the path of slow, consistent effort. It's like plowing a field, right, Taurus? And I say effort also because Mars. That's the way that you climb up the mountain. I don't think that there's any quick, let's say the stream is the quick way up the mountain. There is no quick way up the mountain, right? You have to actually walk with legs. You can't swim up the mountain. You got to actually do this one slow step at a time. There is no way to just slip and slide your way all the way up the mountain. That's the way to get where you want to go. That seems to be the advice. Anything else here? 7 with the rabbit. The number 7 is consistency. The number 7 is consistency and time. And the rabbit. Let's get one more card. The rabbit is doing more and doing actually a variety of things. So there could be more than one way to get up the mountain, or more. How do I put this? Different paths that you can take. Like you take the trail halfway up, and then you get to a point where there's like, oh, I don't know, one of those like a rope. There's like a rope that you climb, right? So there's different ways to get to the top of the mountain, depending on where you are along the way. So it's not just like even one strategy. It's like consistent effort, yes. It is, but also doing different things to get up the mountain. Not just one thing, not just swimming. In fact, you might have to swim, you might have to walk, you might have to climb, you might have to, I guess those are all the ways that you could travel. You might have to drive. Maybe there's a path that gets you to a parking lot and then you walk part of the way up, right? So there's something here about multiple strategies and slower strategies to get where you want to go, Aries. And that's how you get there. Not in this way that will eventually lead you to ruin and just realizing that you got to start over. All right, Aries, that's your reading. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to support my work and see more of these videos, you can see my Patreon site. The links for that should be below and on my profile. So check that out. With that, I'll see you guys next time.